don't want my
That's how he did Cole. He did Cole and Joe Budden the same.
Drake.
All right, y'all. In today's blockbuster, jaw-dropping episode of the Joe Budden podcast, Joe Budden finally gave us some information that could help us understand why him and Drake have this light-skinned feud going on. Make sure y'all like the video and subscribe. Let's get it.
Said to do, keep your hook. Okay, idiot, stupid. That's dumb.
Wait, a hook from Drake?
Yes.
You gave back a Drake hook?
No, I never received a Drake hook.
Okay. Like, because you didn't want it.
I didn't want it.
I feel like it's something missing from the story because it's not making sense.
Why didn't you want it?
It's not the type of record I wanted to make with him. I wanted him to tap in his rap bag. I didn't want to hit. I wasn't chasing hits at that point in my career. My career was rap shit. Mm-hmm. So if I get with the certified hit maker, I want to put him in my role. I want to rap. Like rap. The second you get to la la fa la la, then it's gonna make it look like it's something that I didn't want it to be. Stupid.
Stupid for sure.
Or J. Cole. So why couldn't Cole? J. Cole could have had the same sentiment. Yeah.
Stupid.
Or not. Look at where he landed.
Yeah,
again, Cole sounds consistent.
Nobody's turned down a hit, just like Ish said about Money. I said that. If the dude sends me the record with the hook on it, I'm gonna go. I might keep it. I'm gonna go.
Cause then you look at it. Well, then you look at it.
I also caught him before his entire run too, though. I caught him twice. I caught him right off comeback season, MySpace days, when me and you was Mm-hmm. And then I caught him at Bernice Burgo's birthday party in Starlets.
I was there too.
After you was with me? Mm-hmm. What happened to us? Where did we? Where did it change?
He's right there, bro.
He's not there no more. Not no more. This fucking white girl that came between. Come on, man.
No, don't say that.
Don't do that. I'm coming to that. Because you think it's him?
Yes, it's him. He just grown up, man.
Yeah.
His whole ideology changed, man.
Nigga matured on me, right?
Yeah.
That's why I don't fuck with y'all too.
You the one that's immature, nigga.
Listen, man, y'all are right. What's for what it is what it is to be, and what's for you is for you and will be for you no matter what. So they all.
But you didn't say the second time you caught him. You caught him at Bernice, and what happened?
That was the conversation I'm talking about when I was like, I don't want the hook. I don't want to hit. I don't want none of that. Just rap.
What did he say?
Well, he's the one that offered it. Yeah, man. All right, man. Let me do the hook too, man. All that phony nigga shit that niggas be doing.
Got you. Hey, yo.
Then I went to the producer. I was like, we got one. We got out of here. It never came.
He never said nothing.
No. Why would you? I'm not saying
hey, yo.
You a solid. You gonna tell me you don't want my
hook. That's how he did Cole. He did Cole and Joe Budden the same. Well, not really. He got a Jodeci freestyle.
Yeah. Oh, do you think? No, I'm sorry. No, go ahead. I was gonna say, do you think Drake's narrative is that you be hard on him because you didn't get the hook?
Maybe.
I don't think it's that. I don't think it's because of the hook.
I don't think that's what it is. I don't think it got
nothing to do with the hook.
I don't think it has nothing to do with it.
I think Drake might think Joe is hard on him because he, like he said in the Warner record, he became. It's out of jealousy.
You think
it's pure jealousy? Like I'm better than you. I rap better than you. Like basically. Who you are, it's almost like Joe's DNA is in him. Pause.
Oh, yeah.
I paused it. Fair. Just in terms of the type of rapper, type of rap styles that he does. Yet Drake has achieved a level of success in rap that Joe never touched. Right. So he might look at it as, you're just envious. It's what people say.
South Star achieved a level of success that Joe never touched.
But
there's a long list of people
don't talk about them niggas like that.
It's kind of the LL Cool J thing.
Tell me what you think is going on.
Tell me what you think is going on.
Now, is this the definitive reason why Drake and Joe hate each other? No. But this information starts to paint a picture. I think this might have been the first thing that started it all. It might have been the first domino piece to drop in the long line of Drake and Joe Budden hate. From the beginning, Drake was feeding those lines to Joe. Hey, you my mans, the verse is coming. Let me sing on the hook. We gonna get you a number one, Joe. We gonna get you another Pump It Up. I'm Drake. We're gonna do this for you in your career. I'm a big fan of hip hop. You know I love you, Joe. You know I'm all about the emo rap. See, y'all didn't pick that part up, did you? When he said, Joe's DNA is inside of Drake. Because, you know, when people try to say, oh, what's Drake's message? It's because you never listened to Drake. Joe Budden was always the emotional emo rapper. And just think about one of Drake's biggest songs, Marvin's Room. Think about how emotional the lyrics is to this song. Fuck that Negro that you love so bad. I know you still think about the times we had. I say, fuck that Negro that you think you found. And since you picked up, I know he's not around. I'm just saying you could do better. Tell me, have you heard that lately? I'm just saying you could do better. And I thought it was Stop Hating. Is Start Hating? Do they got the lyrics messed up? It's Stop Hating, right? I'll stop hating only if you make me. Okay? It doesn't get more emotional than this, all right? You gotta remember, this is Mr. Mood Music. Mood Music. And didn't he do about 3 or 4 mood musics? He was always about his emotions. So him and Drake had a lot in common. And so even while Joe is talking about this, and this is a direct screenshot from the podcast, you can see in his face, he was a little hurt. He said he was gonna send the verse. Joe went and talked to the producer. We got a hit. The verse is coming. And the verse never came. And I think Joe felt some type of way about that. This might even go into that long soliloquy that Joe had about Drake the other day, talking about, yeah, you know, you a piece of shit. You been smashing everybody's girl. You been lying, talking about you was gonna do a verse for me and J. Cole, and the verses never came. Fuck you, Drake. And that might have been the thing that started the beef. And that might have led to allegedly Joe and Drake having an issue over Tahiri. Now, I'm not going to dive too deep into that, but then it spirals from there, right? And if y'all don't remember the timeline, Joe started the podcast, and over the years, he started to talk in code about how he really feels about Drake. And it all came to a head right after Drake had got done beefing with Meek Mill, and he was doing his victory lap. You know how Kendrick just put out GNX. If y'all don't know, Views from the 6 was the album he just put out after he defeated Meek Mill. And the most popular Joe Budden episode till this day was the episode where he just demolished and destroyed Views from the 6. Joe admitted he was on a few substances that episode. And I wish I could show y'all the picture of Joe when he was looking all crazy in the white tank top. But I think he scrubbed the internet of all traces of the footage from that Views from the 6 review. You can't look up any images of Joe while he's talking about the review. Even look on Google. It's not there. You'll just see new podcast images. Good job, Joe. I noticed that today. You have scrubbed the internet of your infamous Views from the 6 review. But I was around. I'm old enough. I remember it happened. And so shortly after that, Joe Budden starts releasing diss tracks about Drake. And they have this feud. And Joe Budden starts to build up everything Pusha T and Kendrick Lamar said about Drake. They all got it from Joe. Joe don't get his credit because at the time when he was beefing with Drake, Joe wasn't the hottest. People was looking at Joe like, you keep punching up at Drake. You jealous of Drake. You not hot no more. You mad because Drake had Tahiri, allegedly. Everybody was saying that. And I think the last thing that happened in that beef was Drake did a song with French Montana, and he was talking about pump it up. And the feud has continued over the years with Joe throwing shots here or there. As of recently, you saw Joe talking about Drake on For All the Dogs, messing with 24-year-olds, even though Joe is 50 years old, still throwing $10,000 at the strip club. That's what he told Bernice Burgos the other day, right? Okay, I'm not making this up, okay? They said Joe liked to go to the strip club and throw a 10-piece. And so, yeah, looking back, Joe did look a little crazy with that. But at the time, that should have been a hint, because while Drake fans was upset with Joe for saying that, it was a lot of people who was looking at Drake's character and being like, yeah, Joe, call him out. And those are probably some of the people who are talking about not like us till this day, right? And so that brings us to the day where Joe just recently cussed out Drake for suing Kendrick over the UMG thing, but then he flip-flopped and turned around and said, you know, UMG should pay Drake. And that's why Joe, his friends, and Never Gave Up all agree that these dudes love each other. Yes, I said love, not like they admire each other, but they haven't really got a chance to sit down in a room, talk out their differences, and figure out what's the issue between them. Because I really do think Drake and Joe should do that. I honestly do. And I think one day they will, but I think both of them are not the type to seek the other person out and try to talk about what's the issue. Because at this point, so much shit has transpired. But I do think one day we need to get to sit down with Drake and Joe Budden. And I think they need to have a conversation behind the scenes first and then come and then put it on camera. But if I was Drake, I would think that would be a great move to do, especially right now while everybody's on your head top about this UMG lawsuit. Sit down with somebody like Joe Budden, somebody who the people feel wouldn't give you no softball interview like Elliott Wilson. And that's no disrespect to Elliott Wilson. I respect what he's done in the industry, but if you want a real serious hardcore interview, I think individuals like DJ Academics, Joe Budden, hell, I'll even say Tasha K. It's a few people out there that don't give these softball questions. And it was a time I used to put Charlamagne in that same category. I'm still a fan of Charlamagne, especially in the media business, but I think once people start to get a whole bunch of brand deals and it's a bunch of money behind them, they start to act and speak in a certain way that is not going to risk those marketing dollars, okay? And I'm not mad at anybody who's in that position. I would love to be in that position myself so I can switch up. I'm just being real with y'all. That's what everybody does. The difference is they're going to lie to you. I'm going to tell you the truth. That's what it is. I'll try my best to keep it real with y'all when I'm making millions of dollars. But I'm still going to tell y'all, hey, we going to have to censor this a little bit. Look, I can still say stuff. I just can't say it the way I used to say it, okay? We'll figure some way around it, but that's just a position I think Charlamagne is in now. And yeah, so that's my take on this. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this. Like the video and subscribe. I'll see y'all next time. Peace.